Arithmetic means. All an arithmetic means is it's a really fancy way of saying numbers between terms. So if they say place 3 arithmetic means between -4 and 8, what they're saying is you have -4, you have 8. They want 3 numbers between there. So we just go, okay, 1, 2, 3. No. Yeah, it has to be an arithmetic sequence, right? Okay. Is it -2? It went up. So how could it be -2?
Yeah, it was 2. Wouldn't have to. I think it's 4. No, 4 would have to.
Okay, it's not a guessing game, people.
Why? It goes up to 8.
Okay. How? That's exactly it. 3.5. Okay, how about we just do the math and figure it out?
How about we just guess until we get it right?
Because none of you have even been close to the answer.
2.
0, 2, 4. 0, 2, 4.
No, it's arithmetic, so it's got to be adding.
It's 2.5.
I was kidding.
You missed the class, Dakota? Okay, here we go. So, do we know A? Yes. Okay, let's just. I know this is so much fun that you cannot contain yourself. But, all right. A is -4. How many terms do I have? How many terms do I have? Thank you. There's 5 terms, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 terms. We just don't know 3 in the middle. So n is equal to 5. There's 5 terms. Okay? What is T5? What is T5? What is the 5th term? Sorry. Thank you. What is our formula? Oh my gosh.
It's A plus brackets n minus 1.
What the heck are you talking about?
Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Okay. Charlotte, you are rocking it today. So, our 5th term is 8, so we can put that right there. So we get 8 is equal to a, which is -4, plus n, which is 5, minus 1 times d. If you have one unknown, how many equations do you need? 1, so we can solve this, right? Okay. What's 5 minus 1? Exactly. Find the common difference. All right, what do I do here? Thank you. Divide it off. And we get d is equal to 3.
Wait.
Oh, which then would mean that we don't know.
Now you can figure out all the numbers in between, right? So, if d is 3, what is my next number?
-1. I was pretty close.
Then what?
2.
Then what? Then what? There, so it makes sense, right? So when they say place 3 arithmetic means between them, they're saying find your d value and then figure out what the numbers are. Okay? Just to be clear, on the test, it will not be guessable. Because I can just make it decimals.
No, you can't.
I can make it fractions if you really want me
Let's
to.
test them, yeah.
58, 70, 2000. I don't know. I haven't even made it yet.
I can.
All right, next page. In reality, it's probably going to look something like this one. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, here's our sequence. X plus 2, comma, excuse me. So that is our A value. That's our first term. Our second term is 3x minus 1, and our third term is 2x plus 1. Determine the value of x such that blah, 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 form an arithmetic sequence. Okay. What is the first step in every single question? Figure out your A value. Okay, what's your A value? X plus 2. What is your D value? Okay, so D value. How do you find your D value? Just tell me in words how to find a D value. Yes, you take the term in front and you subtract the term behind it, right? And it doesn't matter if you do the first two terms and subtract them, or you do the third and the second term, correct? So what that means is, I'll write it here. D is equal to Tn minus Tn minus 1, the one behind it, right? Okay? Term previous, essentially, right? So I can go 3x minus 1 minus x plus 2. Okay, and that should give me the D value, correct? No? I'm taking these two terms and subtracting them. That should equal, because it doesn't matter the order you do it in, or sorry, which terms you subtract, it should equal this term minus that term. Minus 3x minus 1. Essentially what it's saying is that D always has to be the same.
It's okay, guys. We'll all assign it. Everyone can memorize a different part of it, and then I can get it.
Now you have to multiply in and get rid of all the brackets. Now what do? How many variables do we have? Collect all your like terms, get all your variables to one side. So 3x minus x is 2x. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. 2x minus 3x is negative x. 1 plus 1 is 2. All right. What do I do from here? Move the x. So I get 3x minus 3 is equal to 2. Add 3 to each side. So what is x? I get 3x is equal to 5. So what does x equal? Not even close. 5 over 3 is x.
Oh my god. I thought you meant change the page.
So like you're subtracting the second one by the second term by the first term. And I see that, but then you have an equal sign for it.
Because the common difference is always the same, right? So for example, if I have 2 and I add 4, I get 6, add 4, I get 10. My common difference is going to be, I can do 6 minus 2, which gives me 4, right? Or I could do 10 minus 6. That gives me 4 as well. Right? So the difference between these two has to equal the difference between those two. And because I say it has to equal, you write equal, right? The difference, so I could go 6 minus 2 is equal to 10 minus 6, which means I get 4 is equal to 4, which makes sense. That's what we've done here. We've just done it with variables. The common difference. You can, but it does. How do you solve for x? You have to create an equation to solve for x. By the fact that the common difference always has to be the same. So you define the common difference between the first two and the third and the second one, and they have to be the same. So you just set them equal to each other and solve for x. Okay, Drew. Sorry? X is 5/3. Okay. So to get your terms, like that's just x. If you want to know the common difference, you'd have to plug it into here and then find the common difference. No, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just asking you to solve for x so that it forms an arithmetic sequence. Okay? We'll just stop there for that one. Okay? I would know how to do that. Is that okay? Yes? No? All right. Yeah, I'm just asking you to solve for x. That's all I'm asking you to do. Well, I'm going to give you a question that's like that. I'll give you 2 questions that are like that. 11 and 12, please. And then 8 minus 3 is 5. Negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. That is your D value. And just to show you, it doesn't matter what order. If I went 12 minus negative 18, and then 3 minus 8. 12 minus negative 18 is 30. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. I get D is negative 6. So you get the same. Okay? The thing that matters is that this and this are lined up like that. Okay? Like you can't go T8 minus T3 and then on the bottom go 3 minus 8. It has to be the same numbers like that. So our common difference is negative 6. So how do I get all the other terms? Just add negative 6. 12 and negative 6 is 6. 0. What happens if I go this way? What do I have to do? You have to add the numbers, right? So you get 18 and then, 24. Okay? So if you aren't given side by side or consecutive terms, use this formula. You will get that formula. You don't have to memorize it. You just need to know when to use it. And if you want to see the proof for that formula, you can come ask me and I'll show you where it comes from. All I want you to do is number 14, A and B, but I just want you to find D. That's all I want you to do is just find D.